And here we have him. Mr. Ang Christou, how are you, brother?
Thank you.
Pleasure. Thanks for coming on.
That's mine.
Yeah.
All right, so welcome to the Jumper Punch.
Yeah.
We are what episode?
39, I'm
That's
guessing.
it.
Yeah.
You've seen the rest, so you know we're on 39 now.
Good guess.
So we get the best, which you are the record holder. 100 and in the number 39.
51.
151?
151.
151 games, that's right, and you kicked 18 goals.
20.
Did you?
Yep.
They got the stats wrong.
You have to update those here. We've got to update. We'll trust
There you
Ange over
go.
the stats.
They're wrong, good.
Yeah.
No good, mate. You kicked 20 goals,
There
mate.
you
You used
go.
to love a goal, huh?
I kicked 4 in one game. 3 and a
You
quarter.
did. You
3 and a
did
quarter.
too.
There you go.
You did too. That was about 93.
Yes. Won the Norwich Rising Star.
You did too. Hey, listen. We're a bit short of backs at the moment. You reckon you can just jump in for one game?
Well, give me a pre-season. I said, give me a pre-season.
I reckon you could that big woofer kick, mate. Your big woofer kick, man. So, tell us, where did it all start, man? Like you started in your junior, always play footy, or was there soccer involved in there somewhere?
There was a little bit of soccer, but there was more basketball.
Oh yeah.
I love footy. Don't get
Yeah.
me wrong. As a 10-year-old, I was an avid, staunch Collingwood supporter.
Yes.
Slash Dacos supporter.
Oh, what's going on with these, man? All
Yeah,
these
I know.
Collingwood supporters. You good?
I played for East Brunswick as a 10-year-old.
Yeah.
Right.
And Mum and Dad, they basically feared for my life, and they didn't want me to play footy.
Yeah.
So I managed to play 3 years.
Yep.
Did really, really well.
Yeah.
And then I had to give it up. They were Collingwood Guernseys.
East Brunswick.
hence
Yes.
that's
Yes.
why,
Yes.
I
Go
followed
to Collingwood. Yeah.
And then from 13 to 17, I played school footy, so my parents didn't know that I was playing footy.
Yeah.
But I took up basketball
Yeah.
for the Collingwood All-Stars. Again, Collingwood Stripes.
They were bloody,
Yeah.
they were bloody
And
brainwashing.
then at 17, I was asked to play for the Carlton Juniors. They were
Yeah.
kids that were off the street. They were like dysfunctional kids, kids that were kind of drug infected.
Yeah, hard times.
Hard
living in,
times.
yeah.
Yep.
Doing it tough.
Yeah, doing it
And
tough.
One of my friends was part of that group.
Yeah.
And he said, "Would you like to come and try? Come have a try because we needed 1 or 2 more players."
Oh, yeah.
And I said, "Yeah, why not?" Like,
Wow.
and I learned so much from. I learned
that.
so much from as a 17-year-old with
Yeah.
all these young kids, and I thought that I was dysfunctional.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
it was we weren't. It wasn't a normal family. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mum and Dad didn't speak English. Mum and Dad didn't drive. Mum and Dad didn't take me to the
Oh,
footy.
they didn't drive either.
No.
Yeah.
So, and I saw these kids. These kids were from another spectrum.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
so I thought, how do you guys do it? And those guys were thinking, how do I do it?
Yeah.
So we formed a little team with the Blues,
Yeah.
and they gave us jumpers. Obviously, it was all donated. And Chris Hebron, if you remember the name, he was an under-19 scout.
Yeah.
He came out and saw one of the games as a 17-year-old, and he tapped me on the shoulder and he said, "Would you like to trial for the under-19s?" And I said, "Oh, who for?" He goes, "Carlton." I said, "Oh, okay." He goes, "Oh, you don't seem too happy." I said, "Well, I'm a Collingwood supporter." And the first question was, "Where do you live?" Because at
Yeah,
the time,
it's at the zones.
I had zones. And I basically said, "I live in North Fitzroy." And he goes, "Oh, you're joking." I said, "Who am I affiliated with?" He goes, "You're with Fitzroy." I go, "You know what? Technically, I'm actually in East Brunswick." He goes, "Well, come on, what is it, son? Like, is it one or the other?" I said, "It's actually East Brunswick." So in our street, it divides. So we've got a nature strip. Our rates are different. The bins are out on Friday, and next door and beyond, to the right, is Thursday. Is Thursday, and no nature strip. And we had lights; they didn't have lights. So we're actually technically East Brunswick.
Right.
There's
Okay.
practically one
One
house.
house.
What?
But then I could have been at Brisbane.
You could have been a Brisbane. Yeah, you could have been Brisbane. Wow.
Yeah, so
It's
I
a
made it
few
my
hours.
home, and now it's actually North Fitzroy. It's been extended
Aha.
to the end of the
There you
street.
go. There
So
you
I actually
go.
made it by home.
That's amazing. That's incredible.
No one knows, but
That's
I made
incredible.
it by
A
home.
few people
That's
done
awesome.
that. I spoke to Harmsy, and
Yeah.
he was divided by a street.
Well,
It was going to be either North Melbourne, and he was on the Carlton
Wow.
side.
yeah, well, there you go.
So there you go. So we were very lucky,
awesome.
mate. We were very lucky that we got the big woofer.
Yeah, so then fast forward, I get to play 2 or 3 games as a 17-year-old.
Yeah.
And that's where I met Kuda.
Yes.
And we formed the synergy from day dot.
Yeah.
And then the rest is history. Like, you know, we're just like
Right.
Batman and Robin. He was obviously Robin.
You made him, mate.
Oh, yeah,
You know, you kicked the ball to him 90% of the time.
Well, there was a stat. We'll fast forward. There was a stat between Eddie McGuire told me this between '93 and '97, so 4 years, that he had received 44% of his possessions through me. In fact,
What a duo.
well, that's
You
right.
got him. I
So,
love it.
I think I had a bit of money.
All right.
Or a few runners.
We can sling a bit. We
of
can
that-
sling a bit.
Bit of that Adidas money, I reckon. Should have got, yeah.
Your love for footy, obviously you know Dacos and Collingwood and all that, but when you, and I asked Cooper this as well, when you first got to Carlton, were there certain players that you just automatically wanted to gain the respect of, and were there players that you looked up to there as a young fellow when you got in?
At Carlton.
At Carlton, yeah.
So I was in awe, obviously. Like,
Yeah.
And again, as a teenager, you know, you have aspirations. I never thought I'd make it. I was a knockabout bloke. You know, just love sport in general, and you know, where the basketball came my way, well, I wouldn't say soccer, but I mean, I did love soccer, and then footy came my way, and they knocked on my door. I just thought, I remember my dad, and again, didn't speak a word of English, a couple of words, you know, profanities obviously. He'd say, mate, now that you've kind of made it, and I said, oh, so now that I've made it, you want to back me.
That's the long
As a
story.
10-year-old, where were you? It was all about growing up, you know, having humility and being modest.
But
I toughened you up, right?
You can understand too, man. They come from a hard time, you know. They're thinking, man, we want security. What are you doing playing sport?
Yeah, you're getting dirty. You know,
Of course,
you're
yeah. No,
a
that's
skinny
how
bloke.
it is.
So
That's
you're
how it
too
was.
skinny.
You're gonna get hurt.
Don't play footy. And I was tiny.
Yeah.
I was like, when I first made it, like as a 19-year-old, I was 72 kilos.
Wow.
So then I'd look at players like, say, I'd go out playing under 19s. Obviously, I wasn't training with the seniors and reserves.
Yep.
So I was under 19s for a good year or so. Then I did really well under Ross Henshaw. Fantastic guidance. He was like my father figure, and he basically taught me everything. And then when I got the call up with Cooter in '91, so end of '91, that was our last under 19s before it got cold.
Yes.
They made me the last under 19s
Yes.
captain. Me.
Oh, were you?
You're the 19's captain.
The last
Oh,
year.
there you
last
go.
one.
Oh, the last one.
That's,
Wow.
that's a pub trivia.
There you
question.
go.
So I'm like, why
Wow.
did they choose me? Like, I was really shy and timid,
Yeah.
right? And they're like, no, you got the credential. I said, oh, are you sure? Like, again, I was just always playing it down.
Yeah.
And then I'd walk into the rooms and we could have given high fives to each other, going, shit, now we've made it. We've made the top 44, I think it was at the time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow. And like, again, you walk through the rooms and you go, Kernahan. Welcome to the club, mate. And then you get Sauce there, you got Braddles here, and Williams came a couple of years later, and Madden's there, and Milhanna's there. And I'm like, I disliked these people.
Yeah.
Because I was
Collingwood,
Collingwood.
yeah, correct.
I was a Magpie supporter, but I was in awe of these guys, right? So I wanted to be, Dad said, just become a sponge. Ask any question, even if it's a silly question. So I did, man. I just shut my gob until I was established, until Cooter and I became established. Then we started to be big,
Of course.
all clans.
Yeah.
But at the beginning, I was just like, yep. And even if I saw Kernahan today, or any of the boys, I'm very respectful.
Yep.
You know,
Hey, listen, man, that's old school, man. Like, what you just explained is old school, man. When you go somewhere, man, you sit back and you take in whatever's coming in, and then you slowly establish yourself into the group. Like, imagine you go in there and mouth off straight away, man.
you could probably today you can.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I
it.
don't know why, but back in the day it was all tough love.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Exactly.
you got yelled at. It's cool. Today, you're bullying me.
Yeah, well,
Take it beyond the
well,
point.
hey,
You
look,
know what I mean? Like,
I've got 4 smacks over the head in my life and deserved every single one of it. At the time, I hated it, but then I look back at it and think, you know what? I deserved every single one of
okay,
it.
I'd cop a smack or two, and I said, that's it, I'm going to call the police. And my dad would say, the old telephone, he goes, here you go, I dare. Call him. Right? So, and I said, I was just tricking, you know. He goes, yeah, I thought you were. So,
I think my
Times
dad
have
did the
changed.
same, but he said straight after you ring the police, ring the ambulance.
exactly right. Yeah, I missed that. But going back to your childhood, like you'd walk into a home and there'd be food on the table. Yeah, into a cousin's home, and you're ready to just launch And the old man, before I'd go in, he goes, mate, you touch anything? You ask me first. Okay. So it was tough love.
Yeah, it was tough love, man. That's it. But
today there's no more tough love.
no.
I don't believe
It's society now, but as far as footy, it's also footy. As you can see, things have changed, man. To me, like the 80s and 90s, man, that footy was magical.
And not because I was in there.
No, it was different, man. It was different, man. What I was watching was almost like, it was surreal to me. It was magical. And plus, the other thing I've said is, we used to watch enough of you guys, but not too much. Like we'd see you a little bit, you know. When now you can watch a player 24 hours a day, it almost becomes, it's not magical.
I'll tell you what, the difference. Now, if half of the Carlton Football Club walked in today, I wouldn't know who they were.
Yeah.
But I can tell you, even though I wasn't a Carlton supporter, I can tell you 1980s, 90s.
Yeah,
Can
they
reel
were
them off.
stars,
Yeah.
weren't they?
So, there were many stars per club, multiple, 5 to 10. Today, there are only 1 or 2,
Yeah.
maybe 3 today, the last 10, 15, 20 years. That's why I'm not a big follower today. I'm not passionate about it. I mean, I just spasmodically watch them play.
Yeah,
Except you got that mate Carlton great.
Good touch, I like that.
I love it.
So, yeah, it has changed.
Yeah,
It's
nah,
changed.
Do you feel that that's because, I mean, what's your connection like with the club now? Do you feel that waned away because they didn't really appreciate your efforts, you know, back then, or what has there been a disconnect between you and the club? Do you feel?
A tad.
Okay.
I mean, I thought I
Okay.
could have gone, and every player does, but I didn't. I kind of saw the writing on the wall, but you know, on merit, I thought I should have stayed.
Yeah.
But that's
yeah.
me. I mean, that's
Yeah,
me.
yeah,
Of course.
I had at least 2 or 3,
Yeah.
Years left. Yeah.
Yeah. Even off the bench or helping the youngsters.
Yeah.
Something, yeah.
But back in the day, it was we're going for youth. So there was
Yeah.
a youth policy.
Yeah.
That's
So
it.
today, I'd actually, if I was a recruiter, I'd actually go for someone from the VFL that's 23, 24, that's hungry.
Yep.
Yeah. But I think they've picked some guy, 26-year-old.
Correct, Sam Durden.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
so I think it's starting to come down
Yes.
that phase now where they're looking away from the 8. Well, the draft is still
I
going to
think
be
it's
in,
fine. Yeah,
but I think
that's
they might. I think they're going to consider pushing the age
Should.
a little bit older. You know,
They should.
because you came into the. How old were you when you actually came into the footy club?
17?
17,
18,
yeah.
oh, call it 18, 17, 18.
yeah.
And I was,
Same.
Kudo, I think, was there 15.
Yeah, they
He
got
had
him
3
early.
years. He had 3 years ahead of me. And I was still twiddling my thumbs.
Yeah.
So-
Do you remember your first game?
I remember pretty much everything about it. So, it was a bit of a competition whether Kudo and I were going to get in first.
Yes.
So for the whole entire of 91, so it was touch and go. We're always in the emergencies. So we were consistent or constant reserve players. And I remember the game before I played the senior, I was on Dipper.
Oh wow!
So
Sheesh.
Rod Ashman was out. Rod Ashman, another legend of the club.
Legend, yeah.
And who helped me out great dearly. He said, look, this is, I think it was round 22 or 21, as we're playing against Hawthorn, and you're on Dipper on the wing. So I'm thinking, man, if I do well, I reckon I might be in the following year, which is the following week, which is the last game of the season. So I thought, no, what Dipper's like, you know, I was like in awe of the bloke, yeah.
He
Was
was
it
tough,
5 day,
man.
5 night?
Legend.
5
Yeah,
day, 5
yeah.
night, yeah.
Premiership. Anyway, I stayed about 1.5 metres away. Why? I would have got belted. Mate, one whack. I was only would have been 65 kilos.
That's it, he would have knocked
So
that
I
kilo.
remember I could just hear him breathing. Right. So I did really well. I kind of did well. And I remember he came up to me after the game. He said, "Son, you're gonna have a great career, man."
Did he?
Yeah. Yeah.
Top
Right at this
class,
game.
man.
He goes, "Oh, you didn't come close." I said, "No, mate. I didn't want to come close to
Yeah.
him." So I used my strengths, which was running.
Yeah.
That's it.
And just evading him, eluding him, and running
Yeah.
away from him and kicking along. And so I had a good game, and I think, yeah, so it was touch and go. Then I actually made it.
You made it,
There you
in,
go.
man.
Like Kuda. Yeah.
I got you, mate.
Got him. So
You got that, Joe.
it was
That was what year, sorry?
1991.
91.
Yeah.
They were building the Southern Stand.
Yes.
The
MCG.
capacity was, I'd say, 30,000, 40,000.
Right.
Right. Parker had told me, mate, you're going to be on all game. Just enjoy it, son. Just enjoy it. Just
That's the best way to do it.
Just be a butterfly. You're free.
Yeah.
So I played on the wing. I had in the teens, I had probably 15 touches.
Yep.
Yeah.
Towards the end, I played in the pocket. I kicked 1 goal,
Yeah.
and broke my wrist about 30 seconds before the sign.
Oh, wow.
I actually remember that.
Then David Cloak kicks 8 goals, gets 3 votes because I was obviously watching the Brownlow.
Yeah.
Not that I was going to get any votes, I just wanted to, because I just knew, I said David Cloak would get 3 votes, so I just knew everything about the first game. My first, his last.
Wow. Yeah, I actually remember when you did it, because that was the last game of the year, wasn't it?
Correct.
Yeah, so.
And then it took me the entire, so they staffed me, which was good. So I played 92, so then both Kuda and I made the cut.
Yep.
44.
Yep.
And I think he started playing probably
Do you
mid-season.
remember the first game together?
Was it not a Collingwood Waverley?
No, I'm saying, I don't know, I can't remember the
Actually,
first
I can't.
game.
Does he remember?
No, I didn't ask you. Oh, that would have been interesting. I would have been the
Well,
first
it
game.
may have been, I reckon it may have, actually, it would have been at Collingwood because
Okay.
the next game I played was at Waverley. They were still building the southern stand.
Southern
stand,
That's when he
yeah.
picked it up with one hand.
Oh, because he did. He picked it up in
Okay,
the first game or
Yeah,
something.
and
He
that
picked it up-
That would be ironic. You both go for Collingwood. You're
Yes.
both mates, and then you both make your debut for Carlton against Collingwood.
Can I tell you this story? Because I was still a Collingwood supporter up until '95.
Hey, you
Really? While playing? Really?
Man,
Could
That's
have
awesome.
the same, mate, until
That's
94.
really-
I was actually going to Collingwood matches. I was. So if I was playing reserves, I'd nick off, walk up the next day,
Oh, no.
and go into the Collingwood cheer squad and wave their flags. They didn't know who I was because I wasn't known. It's a true story. I'm not joking.
That is gold, mate.
Some people wave their flags. But no, listen, it gets better.
Imagine we have photos of
It actually gets better. So there was a time. Okay, there was a time when Collingwood played Carlton when Sauce took a specky on Starcevich.
Oh,
Oh, yes.
What year was that?
80, 88?
90.
80, or 1990.
I reckon it was 90, yeah.
Yes.
90.
That was Mark of the Year, wasn't it?
Okay,
Mark of the
so
Year,
I'm an under-19s player. I'm an under-19s player. Fact, true story. I kid you not. So I go into the cheer squad. Now, I'm chanting whatever Collingwood.
Whatever they do.
So Dorotich was there, right?
Yeah.
They'd be going, Dorotich the wank. So then I'm going, no, Kernahan, go back to Adelaide, you Hey, Braddles, you crap, mate, you pedals, get out. I would go nuts.
That is
And then
sick.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, sticks, hands. Hands, hands. True story.
That is the best,
I
man.
would throw profanities, obscenities, and then Monday, come training when I made it, I'd be like, hey, stick your champion, mate.
That is sick, man. I always thought, like, because if I've always go for Carlton. If I went and played Carlton, how would I feel, man? But now that you're telling me you're still playing and you're still very for
And
it.
then the second game that obviously Kuda and I probably played together. So I had a look at the board the Thursday night, and I saw that I was on the ground. I thought, great, tick.
Straight up,
I was next to Brad Rowe. I thought, I've got Brad Rowe, man. Are you kidding? I'm looking around, seeing Dacos. Sauce is on him. Right? So Sauce knew that I love Collingwood and Dacos.
Yeah.
I said, Sauce, if you have any issues, just give me a yell. There's no chance in the world. Anyway, it was the first quarter at Waverley. It was that loud. You could not hear the siren. You couldn't hear the siren.
Wow.
It was amazing. Anyway, so I accidentally clipped him, Dacos. He gave me a bit of a look, and I thought, oh shit, man, I clipped my idol.
That's your idol, yeah.
And then he clipped me back. Not long after, it was just in a bit of a duel.
Yeah.
Anyway, the ball goes, it just moves along. I get up, I got a bit hurt. I got up, I'm not joking, I swear to God. I got up, I just dusted the grass, the Waverley grass off, and I said, God has just touched me. I was pumped.
Why are you playing?
It didn't bother me. Honestly, it did not bother me whether we won or lost. Then, fast forward to the last quarter, right? I let go a goal. So I was in the goal line. I could have dived.
Yeah.
So Dacos gets the ball, and he's he's freakish. So he kicks one like a little banana along the boundary. And I could have dived, and I didn't. I just paused, and I'm in the back, and if you see the footage, right, I did it on purpose, right? Anyway, so after the game, Cutie goes, you idiot, why didn't you bloody dive? I said, nah, mate, I'm going to be in his top 10. So, and you see, have a look at one of his goals, and I'm going a little skinny run, like this with my big hair, just going like this. But in my head I'm going, you fucking...
I'm going to get that up.
I'm just walking away going...
But inside you were thinking, mate.
I didn't know how to congratulate him. Like, throughout the game, like,
Was that the first time you kind of met him?
Yeah.
Wow.
And now we're friends. He has my number.
Unreal, huh? That is unreal. That's a top story, man. I can't believe that's true. That you still with him. But that's unreal.
We can end it now. Stop.
Not long after, I had a bit of a photo shoot at Collingwood. For one of these calendars, city calendars. Anyway, I got friendly with the steward, obviously, the property steward. I said, dude, have you got anything of Peter Dacos? He goes, I can find you something. I have his reserves jumper.
Wow. Sheesh.
Hey, that's a good pickup.
Yes.
Framed or just on its own, just like that?
Yeah, Mum's got it somewhere, still.
That's a good pickup, man.
Hold on to that.
You need to sign that. I reckon put that up. That's a sick one, man. Especially now with the kids doing so well, man. His two sons,
Yes,
man. They can play some footy. All right, so then all right, that's beautiful, man. You eventually learn to love Carlton, which we're happy about. Of course you do. Of course you do. And then you play your first few games. And then in '93, you had a pretty good year.
It was solid. It was I kind of cemented my spot probably halfway through.
Yeah. And you got to play your first final. Yeah.
And again, I'd kind of they took Cooter as well.
Yeah, he took Cooter too.
Yeah, so the
He didn't make the grand final. Yeah.
Yeah, and I thought maybe they're seeing something that they like.
Yeah.
Like, I just thought I was just run of the mill, just did my bit.
Yep.
So I just like to think that I was consistent.
Yeah.
Of course.
And did my job. Like, I wasn't fantastic and I wasn't poor. I was always just somewhere in the middle.
Yeah. Did you always have that big raking left foot there?
So as a kid, I used to always go to the park with kids that were a bit older, like 2 or 3 years older, and I used to have kiddie competitions.
Right.
And so I'd always beat them. So as a 10-year-old and so on, once I got to 15, they were 18 and I'd still beat them. So.
All right, tell me when you first heard the wolf.
Okay.
You remember?
Yeah, '93 against Brisbane, out off the Sable. So straight up, and
Princess Park.
Sorry, Princess Park.
I call it Optus Oval too. I still call it Optus Oval.
It was quite funny because I'd hear a wolf here and a little wolf there and a wolf over here. And I'm like, what's that? Anyway, after the game, one of the reporters came and said, well done, great game, how'd you go? I said, oh yeah, great, again, still shy and timid. I said, yeah, thanks for the compliment and sentiment, it's really nice of you. He goes, oh, did you hear the chants? And I said, yeah. He goes, oh, they were wolves. I go, why, my dog? Right? They're like, he goes, I can't remember who it was. He goes, you've got to be joking. He goes, you're going to be a cult hero.
Yeah.
You're going to have a cult following, following.
Yeah.
I said, okay. He goes, well, do you remember Val Perovic? I said, no, who's he? Yeah. He goes, I suggest you do some research. Because he was one of the Carlton greats and he had a long, prodigious kick. I go, did you say kick?
Yeah. That also. He also had a big kick, So,
he goes, mate, just keep at it and you're going to take over the mantle. I said, okay. So, and I did. And ever since then, I just kept looking for kicks.
Oh, yeah. And I'm telling you, we were in the crowd, man. I was saying this to my son. We would watch you get the ball, you take off, and we would go. We would wait for that kick. Yeah, stuff like that. We'd still go wolf anyway. We'd still
but could you imagine the opposition? They were crying out poof.
Yeah.
So could you imagine 80,000 going poof and wolf? It really didn't. It didn't affect me at all.
It was fantastic, man. It was fantastic.
That camaraderie you had, and like we've spoken to a few of the older boys, past players and stuff, and they speak about how tight knit the club was. What was it like, through the grand final years and being involved with the club, and who sort of led that tight knit relationship between you, the players, and even coaches and officials and stuff?
Yeah, easy. The entire, from top to bottom, from Elliot all the way down to the boot stuff. All the guys
same names come up, man.
They do all the time.
Elliot,
And it's all, for me, it was all about camaraderie. I mean, I don't know if Cooter mentioned this, but he could have left 3 times. For 3 times the amount of money. I could have left 3 times. I could have gone to Geelong in '94.
He didn't mention that, but far out.
Yeah, so, I mean, that guy made trillions more than I
did.
Yeah. Right? So, we didn't go. Now, I've got some ripping stories on this as well. So, '93 made the granny, I remember Madden after the game, he's in the room, like,
Oh,
I don't know,
yeah.
he was on the ground, just.
He was crying.
He's like, and I was right next to him at one point, and I said, "What's wrong?" He goes, "Oh, I may never play again." He goes, "Why aren't you crying?" I go, "Mate, I'm ready to go to the metro." So this guy's at the end of his career, he's just worried about his next granny. I'm worried about going out.
That's it, man.
He's like, oh.
He's actually on camera crying.
94 came, double chance. But anyway, real quickly, I was with Ricky Nixon.
Was he your agent?
Yes.
Yeah, okay,
The
right.
infamous, the famous infamous.
Yeah.
Either way.
Okay, great for me. And he said, there was a story before that. I could have gone to Sydney, but that's another, it's a horrific story. But I'll go to 94. So end of 93 for 94, end of 93 for 94. He comes up and says, oh no, he rings me. That's when the mobile phones came out, so I was really excited. I had a mobile phone.
Antenna. With the antenna.
I was with Cooter in Lygon Street, and this is all fact, yeah? Ask Cooter. So he rings me up, he goes, Ange, hot off the press, Geelong wants you. Right?
Straight up.
But you got 5 hours. 5 o'clock, deadline. Okay, first question, how much? He goes, 200. What, 200? I don't think Greg lives on 200. He's probably on a bit more. But 200 back in 93. Are you kidding me?
Huge, mate.
Was that heaps more than what you were getting?
3-4 times.
Far out.
Yeah. For 3 years without even negotiating. And I'm like, wow, I'm only just a little. I'm thinking again, like I'm from East Brunswick, North Victoria.
Yeah.
You know,
of course.
just a little skinny kid. You know, they must see something. So they go, do what you have to do. So I went home. I go, Kurt, I've got to go. Take care of the food. Right?
Okay, yeah. That was smart.
I go home. Dad being dad, you know, the old school, no English. You know, how's your day? You know, what'd you do? I said, oh yeah, with Kurt. He goes, yeah. So why are you here? So I said, oh, we've got something to tell you. I'll ask you, or your advice. Basically, this is all in Greek, right? I said, Geelong are interested. He goes, Geelong? No. Yeah. He goes, how much? He goes, how much? He goes, how much? I said, oh, 200. He goes, no, not enough. Like, it's not, no money's gonna get you to go over. I said, are you kidding me? You're kidding me. He goes, no. He goes, and this is the classic. He goes, who's gonna pay for the petrol up and down? Who's going to pay for your food? Who's going to do your ironing? Who's going to do your washing? You and your mother here. That's it. I go, you're joking.
Somebody got my dad said no.
So he goes, you're joking, man. Because he misses out too.
Yeah, that's
a nice cut. So it happened 3 times. It was really funny, yeah.
That's classical, and
So
that's
then,
true.
I stay at Carlton. Following year, I saw 94. We make double chance. We
Double
blow
chance,
it. We
blow
blow
it.
it. So 93, granny, lose. 94 double chance, blow. I think it was against Geelong and Melbourne.
Yep.
And they were both depleted sides that had a lot of injuries.
Remember Geelong just before they lost Hawkins?
Yes, that's right.
Couch.
And we had stars, right?
Yeah.
They just jumped us, right? Anyway, we lost. Then I started feeling the pain and the hurt.
Yeah.
Right? And then I remember Parkin saying it's a rebuild. Yeah.
Right, okay. Did that word exist back then?
I have the card, but it was. I usually had it in my wallet. I've had it in my wallet for 30 years.
Yeah.
I don't have it today, but I've got it at home. Rebuild, or it was some word. Anyway.
Reset, maybe?
Anyway, I'll have to find a
Yeah.
shadow that I can't remember. Anyway, so then I felt, Madden's hurt, and I could see the pain and suffering that we all went through. I thought, mate, 95, okay, that's it. 95, Cooter. Just let's do everything in our power. Yeah, let's just get this, because this is what we play for.
Yeah.
Correct.
We're going to reach the pinnacle, mate.
Yeah.
Right? Not knowing that we would make it.
Yeah.
So, come 95, again, we talk about camaraderie, character.
Yeah.
That's what I miss today.
Yeah.
I don't miss the footy.
It's
Yeah.
the team, mate.
The banter, the
Yeah.
piss farting around,
Yeah.
in the locker rooms, on the games are games, man. It's just a war.
Yeah.
It's a war, me versus you.
Yeah.
That was it. And then out of those, you had your circle of friends. So I never hung out with Kurt. I hung out with
of
Kurt.
course.
Yeah.
Kurt had Rattles and Williams.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sauce had whoever else, yeah? And Brownie had Rat.
So what was your group?
So we had, what do we call ourselves? The stable.
The stable.
You're in that stable. So we'd actually look after
I love horse racing.
You had
I love working horse
the
racing.
stallions there.
The stallions, the colts.
When we were young, like we had a big brother scheme. So I had Brattles.
Oh,
He was a lot older, right? So I'd confide in Braddles.
Yep.
And then that kind of faded out, and because I was in the back line, I had Sulvani.
Yep.
So he was like my brother.
Yeah.
Because we were close to each other, you know,
Correct.
we looked like each other. I mean, I was a
Two
lot, I
wives.
was a lot prettier. he was a much better player. So, where was it leading to there? So we'd have all types of, all walks of life,
Yep.
just forming as one.
Yep.
Yeah, we were a unit. We had continuity, cohesion. We had everything, brotherhood.
Yep.
And then away from it, did your own thing. Some had kids, some were here, some were
That's
there,
right.
some were night clubbing, some whatever.
Yeah.
So that's the thing that I actually missed.
Of course.
Yeah.
And then we obviously lose the 2 games. I think everyone put money on it. You know, I won. I got it.
I'm glad someone said it.
How many homes did I make? No, it's all.
Nah, it's all lies.
We
It's
all
all
got,
lies.
yeah. So we got.
You're
we got
collecting the rent this week.
Yeah. So we got stitched up by Sydney and St Kilda.
Oh, mate. And not only just beat
Stitched
it,
up,
like
flogged.
smash
Flogged.
those 2 weeks.
And I remember we had to write little essays because
Parkins.
Yeah, he said, right, I want your positives, negatives, your pros and cons. And I kind of played okay, and I was being a bit cheeky. I'm like, I thought I did all right. I thought I did this. I was all positive, and then he came back going, "Are you kidding me?" I didn't give myself 9 or 10. I gave myself 5 or 6.
He would do reports.
And
for
I reckon he'd still have them. If you get a hold of him, he would have them. He's a hoarder. He's a bit of a hoarder.
Yeah,
And then, talking about the 95 tomorrow, where do I start? Like, from every line. Every line. So, for me, I mean, we had guns, right?
Yep.
But I think that the most important players in that team were the ones that came, not the back, the ones that came from other clubs.
yes. So there was
Right.
Clappe.
Clappe,
Yep.
Spalding, Matthew Hogg,
Did
Rice.
Pierce?
Rice, I think Pierce. There's a couple more that I've forgotten.
Manton.
Manton.
is
Manton
right.
came
So
from
these
Essendon,
aren't some
yep.
heroes. Jump in, Campo. They
Camaraderie.
jump in, mate. We were formidable. We're unbelievable. We're
Unbelievable.
untouchable. And they say that it's arguably one of the best
Hell,
teams
It
in
is.
the last century.
How, when you used to go into those games now, how confident were you?
Yes, as long as we had Kernahan in there. And again, if he walked in now, I'd be like,
Yeah.
so he had this aura about him.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
that you just want to play for him, you want to bat. Even if he was on one leg, there were times where he was battered.
Yeah.
He had a bung shoulder or bung knee,
Yeah.
and he'd just be hobbling. But I just wanted to just do everything in my power to.
I've said
to-
this,
to-
and like,
just to make him happy and the
Yeah.
team happy. And we were really successful for quite some
Absolutely.
time.
yeah, there was a
So we underachieved. 93 we lose. 94 double chance, here we
Yeah.
out. 95 we win.
Yeah.
96 double chance, we're
yeah,
out.
we were out again. Yeah.
97 it was gone. It was a disaster. 98 gone. 99
Oh,
lose. 2000.
yeah.
113 in a row in 2000.
So we could have been in 5. We were in 3. Only won 1. So we could have been a dynasty as well.
Yeah. Yeah. There was some injuries, a bit of unlucky, like so. Yeah, you fell away.
That goal you kicked against North Melbourne in '95. Were you ever going to miss that?
Oh, well, I'm not a dead-eye dick. I'm not very good at kicking goals. I'm not at all. And then who kicks the tubby bat? It was off the side of the boot, off the side of the foot. And my opponent, I can't remember who it was, he ran off. And I go, how good's this? I just needed a meter. And
Yeah. Oh, that was a
That was a
good
big goal.
goal.
That was a
Oh,
huge
yeah, that was a
goal.
huge
Yeah,
goal.
and we got crunched earlier as well.
Yep.
Someone got crunched, I think it was Peter Dean. Yeah, and then again, going back to the sides, having Dean for me,
Dean.
he was my father figure
Right.
in the back line. Obviously,
Yep.
Sauce was too, but Peter Dean kept it together.
The general, man.
So I'll give you an example.
The general.
95. We're winning by 10 goals.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the granny.
The granny,
Yeah,
the last
yep.
quarter. This is
Yeah.
the last quarter. 10-minute mark. I'm like, Beanie, we're going to win. Right, I just walk past. He goes, mate, shut the F up. Next contest, I'll tell you when you can start.
There you go.
Yeah?
There you go.
So about the 20-minute mark, he goes, now you can. Yes, man. So
Rocco was because we spoke to Rocco, went and saw Peter Dean, and
We did an
he
interview
made
with
mention
Peter Dean.
about that you as a backline had a little team.
Yeah.
And you had these little. Did you have these little competitions
The
or
goal
something that
kicking
you do?
competition between us.
Yeah, well, yeah. if someone had left, you have to take their spot.
Right, okay.
And,
Yep.
yeah, so and we'd always look after each other. We were running back like we were ahead of our time.
You were?
So
Yeah.
McKay running, myself always running, always, like at any opportunity.
Yeah, the running back
Because I
line,
knew that
man.
my running going back was strong enough.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Dean would run,
Yeah.
we'd all,
And you cover it. Or
yeah, you'd
someone
always
would
cover,
cover,
you'd slide,
Yeah.
you cover.
Yeah.
So I think we're ahead of our time.
I think so.
But we just underachieved. Like if we won
Yeah.
at least one more.
Yeah, I think the 2 would have been nice. Of course, it would have been nice. But you're right. But as you said, like the 93, gee, don't even talk about Essendon, man. I can't believe they won us.
So they were kissed on, you know what, man?
Yeah.
Like, it was Indigenous year, they did well. Like they just smashed it.
And we
just
beat them
ticked
in
the
that
boxes.
first final.
So yeah, we did. Now we went as a group and watched. Is it Adelaide?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're at the Ponsford stand. Okay, the prelim. We thought, okay, they're getting smashed.
Yeah.
So we get up and leave. We thought, okay, we're playing Adelaide.
Yeah.
So we thought we were playing Adelaide. So and we get into the cars
Come out
or the
of
bus,
nowhere.
put the radio on. Oh my God, the Bombers have won. So I thought,
Hey, did you, because the same thing happened to me, right, as a supporter. So what happened was I worked that day and then I went home, I was listening to it, they were smashed, I fell asleep. I wake up 5 minutes ago and my heart dropped. I kind of felt like, oh, I don't like this.
Yeah.
Did you?
yeah, absolutely. I did too because I wanted to play Adelaide because we'd smashed Adelaide
The week before.
Yeah.
and
During the year.
Yeah, right.
went Waverley. I thought, mate, this is great.
So you'd almost lost it before you even went there, in a sense, you know. And then it doesn't matter.
But again, they just jumped us the first quarter,
Yeah.
7 to 3 goals. And that was it.
And Savani touched that ball. I don't care. I
Well,
was
he
sick.
did, but well, yeah, he obviously did. I think I was part of it as well, coming through. I was like a monkey. You can say that. That's funny.
It was touch, man. So yeah. So the 95, man, that was huge, man. Like, I actually met you after the 95. It would have been the next day or the next day. I think, what nightclub was it? It might have been.
So, can I jump in?
Yeah.
On a Saturday,
I think it was. Yeah.
Metro.
I think it was the best.
So we leave. Kid and I leave. We did
He did nice. Said
the
he.
formalities. It was at
Formalities,
Radisson, and then we came to the club.
That's right.
You know, jumping up and down, getting introduced, blah blah blah. Anyway, I said, Kurt, I think it's time. And we didn't want, we drew the curtains from one of the rooms overlooking the car park. We went, oh my God, we're not going to get out of here. So they were building the stand.
Oh, okay.
So
Was
we
that the
walked-
new Legends?
Yeah.
New Legends
So
stand?
How
we
did you sneak around?
we jumped the fence that high. It was about 10 foot. It was a brick fence. We jumped it. We just kind of crawled underneath and just jumped it.
That's sick.
And off we went to the Metro.
Nice.
So we're the kings of Metro. And we ended up being really good friends with George Francescos and Con Francescos. Who owned,
Yeah.
VIPs, mate.
Yeah, of course,
no
man.
worries.
They were the drinking days,
So,
man. They were
we
good
had,
days.
and then we went on Sunday. So
You got Percy's on Sunday?
No. And then Sunday, all the Australians, like they said, oh, where do you Whopper leaders go out?
What believe
Yes. And I said, oh, come with us, right? Just jump on our wagon. We're going to the to Chasers.
Chasers, that's the one, yeah.
Okay, listen to this story. It was like this. So I walked in, like kings, like Elvis.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's so busy. It was like, there's an upstairs if you haven't been to Chasers.
Yeah.
So I walk in,
VIP.
it was like, I'm not joking, sardines, like you couldn't move, right? And I'm looking upstairs, I had a quick look, and I couldn't see anyone. I thought, there was a minder, there was like a bouncer over in one corner, and a bouncer over here. I thought, okay. Anyway, a good friend of ours, Skizzer, he taps me on the shoulder, right? He was a bit of an infamous character in his day. Anyway, he says, he goes, Ange, come upstairs, someone wants to see you. I'm like, I go, nah, mate. I go, we're the Beatles. Whoever wants to come and speak to us, they can come and speak to us downstairs. And he goes, I don't think so. I go, who's up there? He goes, Alphonse.
Oh,
I go,
wow.
Alphonse. I go, no way, I'm not going there. He goes, he loves you guys, right? And I knew, I knew the stories.
Yeah, of course.
Of course, yeah.
Carl man.
Can't
Anyway, I ended up going upstairs with
Wow.
Skizzer, took me upstairs. We had the bar to ourselves.
Wow, we.
Almost word for word. He goes, mate, thank you so much. You give me so much joy, Well done, congratulations. What would you like to drink? He goes, oh, look, I love Kernahan. I mean, you're okay, but I love I go, mate, so do I. I was just in agreement. So do I. He goes, it's all good, no offence, take it. Anyway, he says, he goes, do you like a drink? I said, yes, certainly. I said, I go, can I have a leaner of milk? He goes, a litre of milk? I said, no, leaner. He goes, oh wow. He thought I was asking for a litre.
Yeah.
Do you know what the leaner means? Do you know Maduri?
Yeah.
Maduri,
The green bottle.
Yeah.
There's a lemon and there's a lime. There's a banana liqueur.
Oh yeah.
So I had the banana liqueur with a bit of milk.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. So I had that. Anyway, so cut a long story short, another 5 minutes or so, it didn't take that long. He said, so how's life treating you? I said, Mr. Turner. He goes, it's Alphonse. I said, sorry, Alphonse. Mr. Turner, everything's fine. He goes, look, are you sure? I said, yes. He goes, mate, if there's any problem that you're facing, he goes, Skizza's here. Skizza rings me, get sorted. I go, Mr. Gitano, everything's fine. Sorry. I go, by the way, I've got Kuda downstairs, I'll go and get him. He goes, oh yeah, you do that.
Yeah.
I went downstairs, I go, Kuda, Alphonse. He goes, no, he didn't go. He shoot himself. Yeah, he didn't go. He did not go upstairs.
Wow. Wow, that is unreal. What a story.
That's one of the best stories I've ever heard.
No, that's
I've never
I
heard
don't think
that.
has anyone ever heard
Never
that?
ever
Good 10
heard that.
minutes, just him and I.
Wow.
Him,
That's
I,
amazing.
Skizza, and then two minders overlooking the.
They used to be like massive, like the Carlton crew used to be. They're
He had his two shade glasses.
Oh, wow,
Yes,
yeah.
It was like yesterday.
Wasn't there a story, I don't know if you can confirm, didn't someone in the Moran family have the Carlton premiership flag? Is that right?
cup?
I think
The
so.
cup?
The flag.
Oh.
I think someone got the. I don't know if it's probably been. I think it was the '87 flag. I don't know if it's true, but
Yeah, that's it.
there's always that thing around the club with all that. But that's just Carlton, isn't it?
That is,
That's
mate,
just
that is
Carlton.
some good
Yeah, we've had a
times,
few.
man. That's some good times.
Yeah, there's way more, but you know, you're gonna probably here for hours.
Yeah.
I got all day, man. I'm just like, I'm at all that the stories you're telling me,
Now
man.
the players are too worried about Instagram.
Wow.
I don't have Instagram. I don't believe in social media.
Well,
Apart from the shop, I don't believe.
Yeah.
Well, the players, like what you did was like again, I seen you at Chase. I seen you a couple of places. I met you like you and all. I'm in awe of all the players. I'll be going, Ange, mate,
Yeah.
could I shake your hand, you know? But we could do that. Like, you can't do that these days.
Okay, back in the day, in the clubs or wherever you were, you were stopped. And I'm assuming that you're a Carlton supporter, so
Yeah.
they go, hey Ange, man, how are you? I go, oh, g'day, how are you? What's your name? Yeah, Gary. Oh, you're a Carlton supporter? He goes, no, I'm Richmond.
Yeah.
So there were people that were non-Carlton supporters coming up to people and I
Yeah.
go, oh man, we wish we had you. And
Yeah.
I go, well, you
You
know.
just say I was almost there.
So there were a lot of non-Carlton supporters that they go, oh, you guys are great guys, you know, you put the Greeks on the map or you put the Europeans on the map. I said, oh, thank you, you know, appreciate it. You know.
Well, 100%, man. You definitely, you know, like the Wogs, we can say that, you know, the Wogs at Carlton at the time, you know. So you had Kuda, you had Sauce, and you had bloody Mill.
Mill Hannah was
Mill was
there.
another one, you know. So you had a crew, man.
Mill, we were really close. Like,
Yeah.
the three that I was really close to were Mill and Kuda, and then
Yeah.
obviously Sauce as well. So
Yeah.
we're just like a little motley crew.
That little, I know, like, I mean, obviously, we see like things on social media these days, players copying abuse, and then it all turns into a.
I don't see it.
Yeah, well, there you go.
I
Yeah,
don't see
if it's on the news, but you would have copped some stuff over the fence in your time and all that, did you, or was it? Yeah.
Big time.
How did you? Because like I look at these things now, when people my age and people sort of get downtrodden by it, and they. I can't believe I copped this. How did you deal with? Because I'm sure you would have copped it from opposition and opposition. But how did you deal with it?
You can't even say the things.
Well,
Yeah, of course.
Again, it's my upbringing, right? So we probably copped it. My parents probably copped it.
Yeah.
So it was probably the norm back in the day.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
You're calling me this, I'm calling you that. So it was just a bit of banter.
Yeah.
Right.
It wasn't
Didn't take
malicious.
Okay.
There was no malice intended.
Yeah, that's right.
So come during walking into the footy club, I won't mention names, we get called the Swappolinas, and
Yeah.
that's okay, I can't rather be a Wappa.
But it was all in a bit of fun,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Yeah.
What did you guys eat? Vegemite I'd rather have Mortar dinner and feta cheese. Yeah? So it was all banter.
Yeah, that's right.
And then with 17, you'd have your banter with the opposition as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
But more so with the supporters.
Yeah.
So back in the day, there was only one football.
Yeah.
So now that
That's right.
So okay, so think of this. I'm in the back line. Yeah, he gets kicked from behind. Yeah, I'm waiting for the ball. So I'm like from here to here. Yeah, not too close. So could you imagine every second quarter you're with the other?
That's it.
And they're calling you this. They're calling you all sorts of names like your mums, you're this, your colours, you're that, you're whatever. You're incompetent. I won't mention.
Yeah.
But I wasn't like, hey, I wouldn't point anyone out.
Yeah.
And I'd come back and say things like, is that the best you got?
Yeah.
Or you're uneducated. And then they go, hey, you copped it from age. You know, whatever.
That's it.
You just come up with a nice little remark back. I wouldn't fight back. I wouldn't throw finger gestures at them.
Of course.
I wouldn't go, yeah, if you and I'll meet you. I just let it go because it was all about the upbringing. Like today, I don't know what it is. I mean, we're like softer. We're more politically correct.
It's the politically correctness now that's kind of
Very
like
sensitive.
got
We
everyone.
are sensitive, but that's okay. That's fine.
And you know what I find too now? Now we're talking old school here. You know what I find now too? It's like everyone blames everyone else for their undoings. You know what I mean? It's always, oh, my mum didn't hug me enough or something. You know? Where in our days, man, like I own my mistakes.
Yep.
Like I took them and that's it. I moved on. But now it's I'm in this position because of this. Shut up! My man would have given me such a smack across the head if I said that.
Look, we are a product to a degree. We are a product of our parents.
That's correct.
Okay.
Exactly.
I'll give you an example. My father liked a bit of alcohol.
Yep.
Does that mean I'm an alcoholic? No, I don't like alcohol.
That's
My
right.
father was a smoker.
Yeah.
I despise smoking.
That's right.
Okay, my father had a bit of a temper. I might have a little temper.
Yeah.
My father was really loving.
Yep.
I'm loving. So you have some traits.
Of course.
Not all, like you said. Because I didn't get a hug, I'm
course.
going to lose out towards when I get a bit older. Yeah. And it'll set in. It'll kick in a little.
Exactly. We used to make the wine, mate. My man used to go to work and he used to
did
go,
we?
make sure you do that at night, you know.
Before you go out. Help me. That's right.
Right? And I'm not an alcoholic now. You like
Yeah,
exactly the same
I don't
thing?
drink, I don't smoke, and my dad drank and smoked, right? I could have gone the easy way out and gone, oh yeah, I'm a drunk because of my man.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, my man was a thief because of my man.
Yeah,
my
that's
man
right.
did this because of
That's
so-
right. Hey, did your man come to the
No,
games and that?
okay. Funny you mention it. My father did not attend one game.
Really?
Wow.
No, I told you, didn't drive, didn't speak English.
Wow.
I just had my bike. He goes, get on your bike, off you go.
Yeah.
But he was my number one when I made it. When
Yeah.
he could see that I was going to, as an under 19, progressing on, he said, mate, just make the most of everything. Save your money, grab a few homes, and then just rest up like me.
Yeah,
He was an invalid pensioner. So it didn't work. He only worked 5 years of his life because he had a big car accident as a passenger. So he basically said, mate, be frugal with your money.
Yep.
Whatever money you make. And I used to always just travel. He goes, not enough travelling. I said,
Yeah,
I don't want
that's
any
it.
more houses. So now, he goes, you're going to hit your head on the wall.
Yeah.
So now, with the amount of times I've been away, I could have bought 2 homes. I'm not joking. Every year, twice a year, just to get out.
But tell me
But I did
something.
okay. Like,
Of course, of
I did all
course.
Tell
right.
me something.
For what I made, I didn't make big bucks.
Yeah.
I did okay. It was
Yeah.
just modest little.
Look, looking back, everyone goes, I should have brought, like, I remember living in Reservoir, I still do, but I remember living, and the block next door was like 15 grand. I should have bought like 10 of them.
That's right. Who would have
But you
thought-
know what I did?
Hindsight.
I put mags on my car. You know what I
Put a
mean?
stereo, put a sub in.
Yeah, but
Put
you
a
know
spoiler.
while you're travelling, you don't regret it, man.
No, because
yeah.
they're life lessons.
Yes.
Memories, you can only take memories with you. I can't take my Louis Vuitton bag.
Yeah, that's
I can't
exactly,
take my,
exactly.
That's
whatever,
it.
right? So,
Yeah.
I was more of a bit of a non-conformist. I never
Yeah.
used to follow.
Good.
I was just a bit off centre,
Nah.
I'd go left, I'd go right.
Yeah.
So that's how it was anyway.
No, that's true, mate.
I didn't want to be sheep, I just wanted to be me.
100%.
I still am to this day. And I thank my mum and dad for it.
100%. 100%. When you look back, you always do,
Yeah, absolutely. They're always, Dad's gone the last 15 years, but for every day, like every day, there's always something about my man.
Yeah,
That's
that's it.
because he was a
100%.
classic. Never came to a game, but he was my number one supporter.
Yeah.
So I didn't know this, but he collected all the paraphernalia, which wasn't much,
Wow.
but I found like 2 big boxes of
Like
paper
newspapers
clippings.
and shit. Yeah,
And I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
awesome.
So that's when he passed. So I'd go through all my stuff. I go, why didn't he tell me?
You didn't even know.
He wouldn't even go, he'd be like Silvani. Have you seen the way Sauce reacts
Yeah.
when he's
Jack kicks a
That's
goal,
exactly my dad. It's like this. It's true. It's true. So I'd walk into the house and he'd go, he'd be this tough, like you'd probably resonate with this, right?
Yeah.
So I'd take my mum. My mum would not miss a game in Melbourne.
Oh wow.
Every game in
Wow.
Melbourne
Yeah.
with her Greek cakes and just hand them out. So everyone loved my mum. They're like, "Where's Mina? We're getting fed today." Right? Which cakes today? She just wanted a coffee in return.
Yeah, that's
Anyway,
sick.
so there'd be things like, I know the game finishes. So this is in Greek. Yeah, he goes, make sure the game finishes at 4:45, 10 to 5. He goes, I want you here by 6. You have a shower, 6 o'clock, here, right? And my mum's going, George, don't be funny, he goes, well, show you's funny. Anyway, 6:30 comes, I knock on the door, I didn't have the key. He goes, I told you, I'm hungry. Anyway, he'd calm down, he'd say things like, he goes, oh look, I reckon he goes, I heard that ex-cunt, he said a few Ang Christous here and there. And you got a few votes. So he was like my number one supporter.
Yeah.
Without me knowing. He never said well done, never.
But you know what? The
I
old
knew
man.
he was really proud.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
never showed it. And that's what I'm like with my wife. How's the food? I go, yeah, it's all right. But it's beautiful.
You've got to keep them on their toes.
Yeah.
You have to.
My
You
dad
have
and my
to.
mum kept me on my toes.
Yeah.
I didn't have the Nike runners. I had the Adora. I didn't
Yeah.
have the Adidas top. I had, Kmart stuff. Yeah. So I
Again,
did
man,
it tough.
The
And
parents.
it does keep you grounded.
Yeah.
The
of
old
course,
man
of course.
did the best he knew, man. That's what he knew. You know what I mean? My man
He
was
wasn't
the
sporty
same.
either. Like,
Yeah.
See?
these father-sons things like, they might not
No.
work. It's okay.
Correct, exactly.
But if I can make it from North Victoria,
Yeah,
Brunswick,
exactly right, man.
as a 69 kg,
100%.
anyone can make it.
Correct.
Just have a bit of,
You did have some talent, though.
Yeah, that helps. That helps.
Yeah, I had a big, nice left foot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the
Mind
fine
over
value.
matter, though.
You
Mind
were.
over
I was,
matter.
and I was resilient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because my mum and dad were.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to let them down. So it was
100%.
more about my mum and dad.
Yeah.
Not to let them down because,
Yeah.
they'd go to their functions and whatever and go, my son.
And,
But not in front of me, never in front of me.
Yeah.
Like they used to, my cousins would always say, man, your old man's right into it. They go, are you kidding? Gives it to me every night. He goes, oh mate, he's really proud. I go, mate, he doesn't show it. And that's how I am.
What about after 95? What did he say?
Oh, so after I got home, 6:30. I dropped my bag. I said, you're not going to see me again. I'll remember it. He goes, oh, well done today. I was like, you did okay today. I thought, what? And he might be going, okay, I know what he's like. I didn't get affected going, oh, what's he doing, man? He's got to pump me.
No, you didn't.
Right? So I just knew. Anyway, I said, you won't see me for 5 days. He goes, what? He goes, mate, 2 o'clock tonight, mate. You're back. 'Cause my curfew was 2, 3 o'clock. I used to leave at 12.
Yeah.
Right? He goes, 2 o'clock, mate. I go, no, 2 o'clock. I go, 5 days. He goes, if you don't come, you and your mum are out. You and your mum are out.
He's blaming your mum
Yeah,
too.
you always blame your mum. So he goes, you're out. So 5 days, I said, mate, I'm eldest today. I don't care what you say today. I'm the king, leave me alone.
that's it.
Just for 5 days.
That's
He goes,
it.
all right, we'll see.
We'll see. But he would have been proud.
And then had a ripping night the Monday night with Sauce and Vince Colosimo's. Vince took us out.
Right, awesome.
To, Bobby McGee's.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Another story, but that's off camera.
Use your imagination.
Yeah, that's it, man.
How about now, the Blue Boys? So you said you sort of sporadically follow.
Yeah.
Is that more just because they've been, they've been rubbish for
Yeah.
15, 20 years?
Yeah.
You're starting to see something you like now with what's happening?
I really have.
Yep.
And with the inclusions of obviously Voss,
Yes.
and I'm drinking it.
Yeah.
The Voss, mate, he's drinking the water. That's
Drinking
what
the
they're all
Kool-Aid.
drinking. Yeah, that's
Drinking
it.
the Kool-Aid, the Voss
No
Kool-Aid.
disrespect to the other mob.
Yeah, it's not disrespect. They're just not good enough.
They probably weren't good enough.
They weren't good enough,
Game
Ange.
plans, the way
Correct.
they resonated with their players.
Absolutely.
They probably didn't.
Come
buy-
on,
they
it was
didn't
the
buy
whole club too, man.
Well,
It was
you never
run
know.
like a banana over there.
That's right. But you know what? As a player, when I was
Yep.
playing, I never looked at what was going on
Yeah.
behind closed doors.
Yeah.
We just focused on the game.
Yes.
But that was taken care of, mate.
correct.
Yeah. Well, yeah, okay, so you'd like to think it's taken care of.
Yeah, of
I
course,
don't know
of
if it's
course.
taken care of or not.
Yeah.
I'm just worried about me
Getting
playing
it.
the next game.
Yeah, exactly.
So
exactly.
That's true.
when things go sour and south,
Yeah.
Everyone just picks. Oh,
That's
it might
true.
be the head.
That's true.
It might be this. It might be admin.
We're trying to find something.
You're finding everything. Yeah. So, look, today.
Yeah.
There's belief.
There is.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I
now
could see it.
everyone that's playing Carlton are like, ooh,
Yeah.
could be touch and go.
Yes.
Yeah. So after the 2 rounds, the way they played
This is you're talking the first term.
now
Yeah.
this year.
Yeah.
After the first 2 rounds.
Yep.
Because Adam Sard's my next door neighbour.
Oh,
yes.
there you go.
Yeah.
Okay, there you
So
go.
I'd always ask. I'd say, how's it all going? He goes, mate, you know, there's continuity, there's togetherness, there's whatever. I said, yeah, they're just words, mate. But I can see it.
Yeah.
Just the way they're playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the way that they're forming, the way the process.
Yep.
Yeah.
The process is working.
No, but it
If
is.
you buy into the process,
Yeah.
Yep.
and if boss speaks in a nice manner,
Yeah.
then you can resonate, and everyone can resonate, because everyone's different, yeah?
Yeah, of
So
course.
you've got to be a psychologist as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when Parker was talking to me, he couldn't be strong and stern because I'd fall.
Yeah.
But he'd be strong and stern to rattle or, you know,
Yeah.
rat. So he'd have a different approach to me.
Man management.
Yes.
Man
You
management.
have to.
Yeah, so today it's big.
Yeah.
Management's really big. And, you know, the mind's huge.
Yeah.
It plays a massive, massive role.
Yeah. Who do you like in the back line? You probably look at the back line a little bit more, maybe, you know, like in the back line.
So I look at, obviously, Weathery.
Yeah.
And I look at Adam Sard,
Yeah.
who creates.
He's
Yeah.
a
He
great-
just runs. I said,
Yeah.
don't run. Don't break the line so many times because they're going to smash you. And they have been. So he's been getting targeted in the back line. And he goes, oh, that sucks. I said, no, it doesn't. They respect you because you're getting the ball.
Yeah.
And you're very useful to them. So they're trying to cull you.
That's right.
They're trying to cut you out.
That's right.
So they're picking.
They're tagging it
They're
back.
tagging it back. Mate,
Take
that
one
is,
for the team.
that's huge.
That's it.
So
Yeah.
now find a way to break that.
Yeah.
Correct.
And he has this year. He's done really, really well.
We need to start getting the Wolf involved with him.
Yeah.
He's got the big loping left foot like
Yeah,
himself.
he has got it. He has
Exactly.
got that big wolf.
This is episode number 39.
Yeah.
And obviously we've got the number 39 on. How did you end up getting the number? Was it your choice or what happened there?
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
so manager. What's his name?
Someone?
No.
Your manager, Ricky
Colin
Nixon.
Kelly. Colin
Colin
Kinnear.
Ke-
Colin Kinnear.
Oh, can
Colin
you? Yeah.
Colin
Okay,
Kinnear.
right.
Can you? Yeah.
The legend, Colin Kinnear.
Yeah.
He got me out of a lot of shit.
He might need to get you out of some after this.
Yeah. Colin, if you're listening, mate, I love you. And I owe you. I think it was back in the 9 days
Yeah.
when I made it, obviously 91, 92.
Yep.
He said, okay, there's gave me a sheet, and he said there's 10 numbers to choose from.
Right.
Now, as a youngster, everyone looks for
The lowest.
the lower ones, yeah, because of the greats.
Yeah.
And I'm like, again, like I said, I'm on sheet.
Yep.
I'm my own person, and I want to create my own number.
Yes.
So I looked at a few, like number 3 probably was up. I thought, 3's great, it's low. But I thought, nah. And I looked around. I didn't look at the number. I actually looked at the locker.
Ah,
With the lockers.
Right.
And I go, I want to pick a locker that didn't have a name on it. I want it to be the first. Now, I didn't think I was going to make one game.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I got the opportunity. I thought, you know what? The audacity of this little skinny young kid.
Love it.
Yeah, and the heart. I go, mate, I'm going to make it mine.
Number, yeah.
Yep.
And I'm going to make it either I play 8 years or you play 100 games.
Yep.
Your name's on the locker.
Yeah.
And Colin goes, are you sure you want 39? I said, yeah, man. He goes, oh, is it because of Kuna, your mate? I go, no.
That's right. Looks the
Kuna went for 43 because of his mums, I think.
Yeah.
They were birthed,
Yeah.
So, I just created my own number.
And it was just a number. And now there's 2 on there. There's you and someone else.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fortunately, there's two.
No, that's a good. But there's
yeah.
only one premiership player with 39.
Just put the little premiership L together there.
There's 39. We haven't got a 39.
There is, I think.
At
Oscar McDonald.
Yeah, well,
Oscar,
he's
in another
he's
batsman,
injured.
yeah.
I wish him well. I really
No,
do.
well, you know, he was doing okay until he got
very
injured
good.
again with the back, you know. So,
Your business now?
Yes.
We're here right now.
where are we?
Give it a plug. Give it a plug.
Northcote, yeah, give it a
Slam
plug.
it. Slam it as much as you want.
Northcote,
We've got it. We'll put a little promo down the bottom for it.
Yeah.
It's called North Seafood and Grill.
Yeah.
North Seafood Grill. North Seafood
Yeah.
Bar.
It's in the Northcote Plaza.
Oscar Plaza at the back of the plaza,
Yeah.
opposite the All Nations Park.
Yep.
And we serve fish, fresh fish.
Yep.
We serve open souvlaki's, we serve
Yep.
burgers, we serve marinaras, we serve risottos.
100%.
And
This is-
and we
and
serve-
can't support.
And we serve to everyone.
Yeah, no,
Even on can't support.
Nah,
A few of the boys, a few of the Richmond boys have come in.
yeah, no, definitely come and support the local businesses. Definitely,
Correct.
Definitely.
Because I'm not on high street, so I'm not in anyone's face.
Yeah.
So I'm basically behind the scenes. So
Come say hi to Andrew here a lot of the time.
yeah,
mate.
I'm here every night.
Yeah.
Every night, bar Tuesdays are our
Of
days.
course.
off.
Okay,
Rest
Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Rest time.
He's not here on Tuesdays because the
Tuesday-
show's on Tuesdays.
Tuesday-
Yeah, no,
He's watching
because
the
you
show
watch
on
the
Tuesday.
show on
That's
Tuesday.
And I
why.
go fishing.
And he goes
fishing,
fishing.
and
There
then
you
at night
go.
you watch the jumper punch.
Exactly
correct?
right. Exactly.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. No, that's it. That's it. No,
stuff.
that's good, man.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
telling you, Ange. I don't know, mate. This is.
This has been the best. I think this has been the best
We've
we've
done
done.
some.
He's so
We've done
good.
some. Like,
Boring, mundane. Just yes,
well,
no
we've done some stars who've got like multiple premierships and that. Don't get me wrong, I love you all, but you have been so candid and that, man. It's been a
Love
ball,
it.
mate. It's been a ball. So,
Pleasure.
Yeah, no. So now I said this to Kuda. You've won one premiership, but now you are a legend of the jumper punch.
Absolutely. Of the jumper punch.
Yeah.
I'm no legend.
No, you're a legend of the jumper punch. You can put that on your like.
We'll put it on Wikipedia.
Yeah,
We'll put it on Wikipedia. We'll update it on Wikipedia.
Wikipedia. So we appreciate you being on, man.
No, thank you.
Thank you very
Love
much.
you as a footballer. Appreciate you being on, and that's it.
Go Blues.
Go
Thank
Blues.
you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Ed. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Blues.